Hey everybody, Friday update, Tony George, DocSports.com. A couple of things I want to address. We're going to talk about 3 free plays today, including the big game in the Sun Belt tonight. First of all, a lot of you left some heartfelt condolences yesterday about the loss of my friend to COVID, and I want to thank you for doing that. There were hundreds of them. I couldn't post them all, but I appreciate that a great deal. And I also appreciate you, and I'll tell you why. We passed the 12,000 daily subscribers mark yesterday, and I want to thank you for tuning in. And that being said, as I look back at that in retrospect, because we don't go out and farm people that join this page, you know, they join or tune in on their own decisions. We're not adding viewers to make it look good or anything like that. My free plays have just flat out stunk about the last 3 weeks. Just hit and miss, and more miss than hit. And, in this business, in this marketplace, I think we've done as good a job as about anybody in putting out free plays since June of 2017. When I joined Docs and took over this channel to represent it, started this channel, because I represent the brand. I represent Docs, 11 other good handicappers and good guys that are personal friends. We try very hard here. We've hit over almost 1,400 and some odd free plays since that time. We've hit like 59%, which is substantial. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I mean, there's guys that track this stuff and have since day one. I get little notes in the back end. So that being said, but we haven't done a very good job. And, there's a lot of days that baseball, college basketball, whatever sport it is, it's hard to find 1 or 2 games worth betting that have serious value. And if there's somebody at the website or somebody somewhere else is putting out 12 or 14 games a day, God bless them. Good luck to you. It's difficult. And so once you get through your premium plays at, 8:30 in the morning Pacific to put them up at Doc's site, when we always put up all our plays on a daily basis, the ones that were circled that didn't make the cut are the ones we give free plays to. I'm going to spend a little extra time on those and sharpen the win-loss record on these free picks for you. And bear in mind they're free picks. My best stuff, obviously, anybody's best stuff in this marketplace is for paying clients. But with that many people tuning in on a daily basis, thousands of people tuning in on a daily basis, I want to make sure I give you my absolute 100% best shot. It's not that I don't, but some days it's like, okay, I passed on Alabama, I'm just going to put them out. Well, we're going to take a deeper look at these, and because we appreciate you tuning in. And, we are, at the end of the day, trying to establish credibility for Doc Sports, which has been around 50 years, and it already has credibility. It's one of the most honest, transparent, live customer service, reputable sports handicapping firms in the space. And they pride themselves on that. And I'm glad to be here. So we're going to do a little extra work for you. Very quickly before we get to free picks, no plays today. I'm spending all day long today readjusting power ratings and offensive and defensive efficiencies and everything else in college basketball, now that we have some things to work with, some numbers to work with, and getting those sharpened up, because we went from the penthouse to the outhouse in 4 days in college basketball, and that is freaking unacceptable. So we're working on that. We'll have some college hoops before the weekend. 7-unit top play on a 4-pack tomorrow in college football. Pac-12 game of the month. We've hit our 5 last football cards, including Air Force last night for 4 units. Sorry about the free play. I had 100 on North Texas myself. They never got off the frickin' bus offensively. Man. Against a team that hadn't played a game since Halloween? They look sharper than you did. Unreal. Anyway. But the Air Force got it done. On Sunday, we have a 3-pack. Side, total, and tees. And the totals play is a 6-unit totals play in the NFL. We're going to bag this one. Big time. So, come on. Monday, we have 1 game. College basketball will be up tomorrow. Still don't know about UFC. We've hit 9 of our last 12 cards. We're still working on that. And NBA is right around the corner. That being said, tonight in college basketball, 1 game I looked at, power ratings-wise, the big game tonight's Wisconsin and Marquette. Wisconsin, between me and you and the fence post, should be a 6-point favorite. They're laying 4.5. That's a 1.5 point overlay, which doesn't circle anything in the, raise an eyebrow that, hey man, I need to look deep in this game. But I did look into this game, and the one thing I think Wisconsin has a big advantage is depth, their bench, and that might be the difference in this game. If I had to take a side in this game tonight, I definitely would take Wisconsin. Just me and you bull crapping. Try not to cuss. This is a family show. Also, just to let you know, good friend of mine out here who's a big sports bettor, bets maybe 1 or 2 games a weekend. He doesn't usually do it till the weekend, and I usually put some money on him with him. But he did make a big, substantial move, 5-dime move on Troy over South Alabama. Just for those in the know. Just a little added bonus today for the 12,000th subscriber that signed up. But just thought I'd share that with you. The game tonight is a very interesting game. Sun Belt, couple of heavyweights going at it. And I look at this line, App State now 2.5, total 51.5. It was at 3. 55% of the money is on App State, 45% on UL Lafayette, 55% of the money on the over, 45% on the under. It's a tight ball game. It's a coin flip ball game. Now, App State has went 8-0 against these guys the last 8 years straight up and won by an average of 19 points per game. If ever there was a year that UL Lafayette can get over on App State today, this is the year. I would have liked it at +3 because I think it's going to come down. The total's 51.5. It's going to be a tight ball game. I would have liked it at 3 for a little move, but not at 2.5. This very well could be 31-28 ball game. 3-point ball game one way or the other. That's the way I see it. I got them almost dead even. But so let's take a look at the Sun Belt Conference. It's real top heavy. There's like 3 good teams and everybody else sucks. So that being said, let's take a look at a common opponent that's really good. And that's Coastal Carolina, who's playing BYU tomorrow at home and catching 10.5, which ought to be a great ball game. That being said, UL Lafayette's 8-1. They did beat Iowa State on the road, but both these teams have played, and App's 7-2. But both these teams have a loss to Coastal Carolina, and each total in that game. So between 2 good teams in this conference that hooked horns, both those games landed on 57 for the final score. Now, both these teams have potent offenses, and both these teams have good defenses tonight. But I'm not looking at the defensive numbers here. I'm looking at the over 51.5. I'll tell you what right now, UL Lafayette's not going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at App State to beat them. And I think there's going to be some points scored, and I think it's going to be late. So give me the over 51.5 tonight in this game. This is going to be a hell of a game on TV tonight. Watch it and win. That's your free pick. Back at you on Saturday.